Hello then. Let's take a look at what to expect across Europe then. We've still got a bit of a north-south divide and the weather coming from the north stretching all the way back from the Atlantic. This ribbon of cloud that's affecting the UK at the moment will bring some wetter weather. Now to the north of that it's cooler air and that was going to move its way across the UK into Scandinavia, eventually Poland, Germany and the Low Countries as well. Now to the south of that it's fine, it's settled and sunny, but there are some sharp showers as we saw that caused the devastating floods in Italy as well. Some of those showers really could be quite heavy and intense, although pretty isolated. Turkey, mainland Greece, the Balkans and Italy, as I say, affected potentially by those showers. Not too bad across Spain and Portugal. Little bit of fair weather cloud into France, but it's still quite muggy with it at the moment. The fresher air has not yet arrived, but it will do so as we move towards the end of the working week. In fact, here's the first signs on Thursday. We see that wetter weather and certainly that band of cloud and the northwesterly winds kick in. So a significant drop in temperature is expected. So that's the story then on Thursday. Let's take a look at some of the city forecasts and you can see by Paris we're going from 27 down to 18 for the start of the weekend. A similar story in London as well. But further east it's fine, settled and sunny. You will not be disappointed with the weather in Athens at the moment with highs of 33 degrees. Enjoy. Hello there. There's a bit of a west-east divide with the weather across North America over the next couple of days, all courtesy of an area of low pressure which is bringing a fair amount of cloud, as you can see, across the Great Lakes, and then eventually that will move into Tennessee and into Georgia as well, and it will bring some heavy rain. Already we've seen 5 or 6 inches of rainfall from that system. Ahead of it, sharp showers to come as well, but behind, high pressure builds, and that is going to be the story. We'll see a good deal of fine, dry, pretty hot weather across parts of Texas, a scattering of showers through the Rockies. But up into the Pacific Northwest, again we're seeing some heat through British Columbia and down into parts of North of America. Now, it'll be a fairly fleeting glance of heat cooling down over the next few days. It's hot and sunny across San Francisco and also into Los Angeles. But look at Seattle, 87 degrees likely, but by Thursday, easing down just a tad. Now, across the East Coast, we've already spoken about some of that rain. Don't forget the vibrant colours denoting the intensity of that rainfall. So that could certainly be an issue. Some heavy thundery downpour, some hail in there as well, stretching all the way back down to Atlanta, Georgia. Ahead of it, there will be some sharp showers as well. So the city forecast over the next few days shows a gradual improvement, though, as the rain clears through. Generally speaking, we'll see some sunshine. Hello there. We've got something unusual to talk about in South America. It's pretty cold there at the moment, particularly through northern Argentina, where last night temperatures fell in Buenos Aires down to minus 10 degrees. And you can see that plunge of cold air. Now, the cold air is really sitting to south of this weather front. So anywhere south of that will stay quite disappointing. Only 12 degrees in Buenos Aires through the middle of the day. Average daytime temperatures should be 17 at this time of year. To the north, it's a little more straightforward. We've got our showery rain close to the Amazon basin. Out towards Brazil is fine, it's settled. We've got a little bit of rain from that weather front across Uruguay. And then south of that, we're into that cold air. So 12 degrees in Buenos Aires, and there's a weak weather front bringing some rain and some snow to any elevation further south. Rio de Janeiro might see some rain for the start of the weekend. Buenos Aires warms up a little, then cools down again as we see more rain, perhaps from Friday onwards. Mexico, Central America, a little more straightforward, sunshine and showers. The showers not causing too many issues as well. Fewer showers down into Costa Rica and Panama. As for the Caribbean, it's a similar story. Mostly sunny, fleeting showers coming through and top temperatures likely to be in the low 30s. Little change over the next few days. As you can see, a few sharp thundery downpours for San Salvador. Hello there. If you've been following the forecast for Asia, you'll know that there are 2 typhoons currently in the West Pacific that we're keeping an eye on. One is Chimeron, the other is Solik, and it's Solik that's just brushing with the southern fringes of Japan, but it looks likely to make landfall on Thursday, perhaps across South Korea, with gusts of winds by then in excess of 90 miles an hour. Now, For Wednesday, generally speaking, there'll be some rough seas through this area. There'll be some sharp showers across central and southern China, stretching into Vietnam and down into Thailand. We're also seeing some pretty heavy rainfall at the moment across the Philippines as well. Not looking too bad further south, as you can see, showers fairly isolated. Now, the city forecast for the next few days show that there's a good deal of dry, fine weather in the forecast. Showers, though, will be heavy and frequent for some. As for Australia, the satellite picture is picking up quite a lot of cloud and some rain that's just moving its way across southern Australia through the Bight. Now, that's going to be important. It will bring some welcome rain for New South Wales and Victoria towards the end of the week. Ahead of it, though, still relatively dry. Quite unsettled into New Zealand. We're seeing showers or longer spells of rain to both the North and the South Island during Wednesday, and it looks likely to stay pretty breezy with it as well. The rain will ease away as we move into the weekend, but there's a potential for some showers, some of them heavy for Sydney. Hello there. The quieter spell of weather for Kerala continues. That is very much welcome news, as the main emphasis of the rain tied into the monsoons shifts that little bit further north. So you can see that quite clearly on the satellite picture, some dry, settled weather down to the south. So the heaviest of the rain looks likely to be across Gujarat, over into Madhya Pradesh and maybe Chhattisgarh as well. And some of that really could be quite torrential, with some rough seas through the Arabian Sea and also through the Bay of Bengal. We'll see some heavy rain moving up through Bangladesh and along the foothills of the Himalayas too. Now, further north of that, it's straightforward. We've been talking about this for the last few days, even weeks. We've got a lot of dry, settled weather. Into Kazakhstan, there is a little more in the way of cloud and a fresher feel here, but the cloud not producing that much in the way of significant rainfall. There's our heavy rain then expected over the next few days. As I say, a little bit quieter down towards Kerala, into Sri Lanka and through those northeastern states. Then we pick up more sharper showers into Bangladesh and across parts of Nepal. So that's the story then. Let's take a look ahead in the 5-day forecast. You can see that there will be some rain, some of it heavy into Mumbai, as Islamabad stays dry, settled and sunny with it. It does look as though the best of the weather continues to be in Tashkent, with top temperatures of 32 degrees. Hello there. A forecast for the Middle East coming up shortly, but first of all, let's take a look at what to expect through Africa. And you can see quite clearly close to the equator the usual shower clouds developing as we'd expect at this time of year. Point of interest as well, we've got a fair amount of cloud moving its way through South Africa, and it's bringing some rain, welcome rain here. Now, some of the showers heavy across the Ethiopian highlands, they then drift their way steadily out to the west, so Gulf of Guinea down towards the Ivory Coast, seeing some heavier pulses as well. To the north of that, it's all about the heat. Temperatures into the mid-30s perhaps for Egypt. So this is the story over the next few days. Potential for a little bit more showery rain into Cape Town as we move into the weekend. But it does look as though Khartoum will keep the sunshine, not only the sunshine but the heat. Temperatures perhaps 40 degrees, maybe a degree or so higher as well in one or two spots. And some of that heat is sitting across the Middle East, as you'd expect really at this time of year. The potential for a light shamal. That could bring a little bit of lifted dust, maybe some poor visibility in a few spots, but temperatures not as extreme as they have been. 43 degrees in Riyadh is expected by the middle of the afternoon, so it's still pretty intense, the heat, as you'd imagine at this time of year. Here's our city forecast then. Hot, dry and sunny, no surprises here. Temperatures should peak as high as 43 degrees.